And Jerry Seckler, Friends of Long Island Wrestling. We go to the 130-pound weight class. And we've got from Longwood, William Davis wearing the green. And from North Babylon, Mike Mills. Mike Mills, a senior, 18 years of age, 25-1 this year, League 2 champ. And he's going up against the League 1 champ and William Davis of Longwood.
It's funny because the first seed, Mr. Milady from Shoreham Rating River, and the second seed, Mr. Galvez from Hills East, are not in the finals, and a lot of people figured that would be the final match. I know Newsday reporter to my left, Greg Sarah, picked it that way, but we have two wrestlers in the 4th seed and 6th seed spot meeting in the finals.
All right, gentlemen, here we are now, 40 seconds in. Mike Mills of North Babylon.
Mills is
from Bayshore. That's wrong on the sheet.
We had some wrong information from Bayshore, so I beg your pardon. And he is wearing the purple uniform.
It's always important for the coaches to give those people in the media the right information. Otherwise, we're forever running corrections.
So Mike Mills with a record of 25-1 this year. Again, he's the League 2 champ going up against the League 1 champ.
He's a bit of a surprise here, Barry. Beat a real tough kid, Lou. What is his name? Inoa from Copeg. And he beat Milady in an overtime match. And Mills came out. He's real powerful. He's a scrapper. I'm shocked at the fact that he's feeling this kid out from Longwood. Usually he goes right after people.
No points as of yet, but we get 2 right here.
That's a good job right there.
Tom Hake felt he brought him down with control, knees in, take down 2 points.
Mike Porcelli telling his wrestler, you need the one to get the escape. You really want to get that point before the period ends.
So it's 2-0 right now.
Right, and William Davis is ahead.
And Davis from Longwood starting on top here.
And he got his point, and that's big.
So it's 2-1. Mills picking up the point on the escape. Now they go at it.
Mills is going to look like he's going to take
2. He's got 2
lead with about 10 seconds remaining in the first period.
So a strong finish to the period for Mills after falling behind 2-0. He now leads 3-2 as we're down to the final second, and that will end the first period.
I think both wrestlers came out a little bit sluggish. Neither one of them wanted to make that big mistake in the first period. Jimmy, what do you look for here in the second period?
I think we look for more of the same. I think this is going to be a match that's probably going to come down to the last 30 seconds, and it's going to come down to a takedown. This Mills from Bayshore looks like he is just going to go hard right to the finish.
You look at this weight class, Jim, and Tim Milady from Shoreham Rating River, who we discussed earlier in the first period, he has the 2nd most wins in Suffolk history with 153. And he was expected to be here in the final and was knocked out. And Mills came through the bottom half of the upper bracket, stormed here into the final against William Davis, who also beat Chris Galvez of Hills East here in the semifinal, the 2nd seed.
So a couple of guys who are not expected perhaps to be here doing some pretty impressive wrestling in the tournament against tough competition. Slamming him down that time was Mills, trying to pick up some points here. He leads 3-2. He's in purple. And Longwood's William Davis in green with the yellow.
I'm sure that had to fire up Davis seeing his teammate win the match prior to this. And Keith Pulaski took the championship in the 125-pound bout. And now he's working to get out here and get an escape and tie the score up at 3.
You know, it's surprising. You have 2 senior wrestlers here, and neither one of these wrestlers placed in the county tournament last year. And one of them is going to come home with a county title tonight. Usually you take a 3rd and a 2nd and then a 1st, but both stormed into the finals, and like I said before, it's 3-3. This match is probably going to go right down to the wire.
52 seconds to go as they go out of bounds. They'll reset.
Shows you how deep the county is when you come into a tournament. Neither one of the fellows is placed in the county prior to this year.
In case you're just tuning in, earlier tonight, Steve Brogley won the 96-pound weight class. Carlos Restrepo, 103. John Case, 112. Jesse Jansen, 3-time Suffolk County champion, won at 119 pounds. And Keith Pulaski defeated Artie Weidler in 125 pounds. You're watching the 130-pound weight class, tied at 3 here. And they'll reset again.
Jim, does it look like to you that William Davis is looking to go up a body for maybe a throw?
It certainly does, but it's also, you know, questionable because it was right on the line. I don't know if he's going to do that right in that center circle. If he does, we'll have to wait and see on that one, because that could be a move that could either make the match or break it in the match. Right now with 20 seconds to go, I think they're going to just play it cautious here.
You wouldn't resort to something like that unless you were behind by a lot of points.
Exactly, Greg. Good point.
Down to the final 11 seconds.
He's in on single leg, double leg. Good counter.
No points here yet.
There's your throw.
There's your throw, Greg, on the line also.
On the line, so no points.
Well, it just shows you Mills was a little bit off balance there going toward the line. And Davis hit the move. He just hit it a little bit too close to the line.
If one of these wrestlers hits that move in the center of the mat, the match will be theirs.
And that is it. We go to the third deadlock at 3. This was expected to be a very close match. A couple of guys looking for that Suffolk County Championship and a trip upstate to represent Suffolk in the state championships.
Bayshore hasn't had a county champion in quite a while, and I know Mike Porcelli is sitting over there, and he's just dying to see this kid persevere.
Mills had the 3-2 lead. Now we're tied at 3.
I really don't think Davis can ride him out for 2 minutes here and send this into overtime. He's probably going to have to at some point let him go.
And we go off the mat, nearly knock a photographer over.
As long as he doesn't kick him.
Where are you, Dennis?
Incidentally, Greg, Bayshore's last county champ was back in 1990. Joe Machuski, who finished 3rd in the state. So, as you said, it's been quite a while. Longwood, on the other hand, they just seem to push out county champs after county champs. And this year looks like they're going to win their 4th county title, and their first being in 1990. So 90s have been a good decade for Longwood wrestling, to say the least.
Point for the escape. 4-3 right now.
That Longwood program has been outstanding. Longwood has done a lot of things in the last 6-7 years in the 90s that other schools haven't been able to match. Am I right, Jim?
To do in their lifetime.
1:10 to go. Davis from Longwood in green.
And the guys responsible for that Longwood program are guys like Mike Picozzi and Ethan Prifty, Jim Matias. All those guys.
Here we go with that bear hug. If he gets it here.
They're both going for it. And now Mills counters it.
Here we are on that line again, Greg.
Out of bounds.
47 seconds to go.
Mills is leading 4-3, and he's playing it smart. Every time he feels Davis get the upper hand and the advantage in that bear hug, in that lock, he moves to the line.
All right, 45 seconds left. Again, Bayshore looking for that championship. Mike Mills with a 1-point lead. You see the time remaining.
Right now, it looks like Mills will not let Mr. Davis get inside control to work and convert his takedown.
And I think if you see Davis continue to push the action, referee Tommy Hake is going to tell him that he's going to have to be more aggressive, or he's going to hit him with a stall warning.
Without a doubt. And there's someone that knows wrestling, Tommy Hake, one of the top officials probably not only in Suffolk County, but on Long Island.
Our coverage of today's wrestling championship is being brought to you by Crystal Video Productions, creating videos for the Long Island business community. Call Crystal Productions at 516-928-4420. And we go back to the final 30 seconds of action here. Mills of Bayshore in purple with a 1-point lead. 4-3 over William Davis of Longwood.
Now, what do you see different here in the last 10 seconds from Mills? You see a lot of motion, perpetual motion. That's what he was told in the corner. Porcelli told him, you have to move.
We're down to 16 seconds to go.
If William Davis is going to win this match, he's going to have to go for a low attack right now.
Porcelli's telling him, contact and circle the mat. Stay in the middle.
Mills is just going to try to tie him up top.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Mills is going to win this match. It's over. And look at the coaches. Oh, my.
They are excited.
The Bayshore coaches, Mike Porcelli, Artie Del Duca. Oh, and
Artie Del Duca, they're jumping up and down over there.
It tells a story. Bayshore wins their first county championship individual wrestler since 1990 in the sad face of William Davis of Longwood.
And Bayshore is one of the storied programs here in Suffolk County.
We'll be back with more exciting wrestling action in just a moment on Cablevision's LISN.
This could be your pool. This could be your campus. This could be your library. This could be your studio. This could be your class. This could be your team. This could be your home. This could be your university. This should be your call.
Go where the pros go. National Sports Medicine Orthopedic Group in the Nassau West Omni Building across from Hofstra University. Team physicians for most tri-state professional sports teams and associations. Their staff of sports medicine specialists treat a wide variety of orthopedic injuries. 24-hour emergency service, which includes diagnostic imaging and open MRI. Affiliated with the Hospital for Special Surgery, these physicians are now here for your orthopedic needs. Call 222-8881.
With me, county champ Mike Mills Bayshore. Mike, I know the coach were happy, but let me ask you, how do you feel?
I feel great. I don't believe this. I've been trying to win this ever since I was a little kid, and now my dream comes true. I'm going to Syracuse, baby.
The way you feel now, how do you think your chances are upstate in Syracuse next weekend?
I think if I practice as hard as I did this week, my workout partners Edgar Crespi, and the way my coaches do me, I think we got a good chance of winning this.
Again, Mike Mills, county champ, Bayshore. Great job. Back to you, Barry.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. And a picture tells 1,000 words right there. How sweet it is. Mike Mills.
Big kiss on the cheek.
Oh, your hard work pays off. We go to the 135-pound weight classification.